Hey everybody, welcome back to Del's Dishes. If you're new here, this is your first time, thank you for joining us. Okay, so that happened. So on this channel, real things happen. So just like me splitting my glove, that wasn't planned out, but we're just gonna go through it anyway. Today we're gonna have a super short video. The holiday just came. A lot of my friends were asking me, hey Del, how do you do your ribs? So I figured that I would give a couple tips and tricks, but on a really short video. In the freezer, we had some baby back ribs. Baby back ribs are not exactly my favorite cut, but we had them in the freezer, so we're gonna thaw them out and get them done. My wife graciously is gonna eat these while I will make myself some spare ribs. Next time we'll make a video about spare ribs, but again, what we want to do today, we're just going to go through, show you a little bit of trimming. Looks like there's not going to be a lot to trim. Show you how to pull off that membrane on the back. We'll get it seasoned up. Already have the smoker going right now. As we get into winter time, I've been having a lot of requests for learning how to do these kinds of things inside, so I'll have some videos for that soon. We will get this seasoned up, get it on the smoker, and get your results. Personally, my way of eating ribs are the bite test. I like to bite into it, see that bite mark. Some people like fall off the bone ribs. That's not competition style. That's not my particular preference, but to each their own. And whatever makes you happy when you're eating your food, do that. Obviously, I didn't get this from not eating. So again, that's what we're gonna do today. If you hear a little audio difference, we're trying a mic, not something growing out of my neck. We have a remote audio because we have vaulted ceilings, so there's a little bit of an echo. So hopefully, maybe I can get some feedback from you guys whether or not it's working as we continue to try to improve the videos for you guys. I'm gonna grab another glove and then we're gonna get started here. All right guys, we're back, and right now, as usual, we are patting down our meat. We know to pat it, not to rub it. And we are just getting some of the blood off of there. And it's called something else, but it's not actually blood. All right, so first thing we're gonna do is we turned it over, and we've got, as you can see, there's this membrane here. And if you don't take this membrane off, this membrane will not allow any seasoning to adhere. So there's a couple different ways of doing this. But what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna try to find the center. And this one is not, there we go. And as you see me start peeling it up. Let me do this so I can make sure it's in the camera shot here. And so we're gonna start peeling it up. And what you wanna do is just work your fingers right through. Obviously try not to bust it. And then what you want to do is you get a paper towel, and then if you just pull straight up, you should get most of the membrane. Now you can see that it tore right where the other one was, but then you can just simply grab it, move it up. But that's the easy way to get the membrane off the back of your ribs. This works for baby backs, works for spares. All right. Now, what you can do here is, I will say this, trimming gets very addictive, and you want to make sure that, these are not competition style ribs. These are backyard. We're going to eat everything that we're going to, that we have. We're not being judged by any means, except by our peers. So again, the biggest thing for me is that anything that you cut off is not something that you're going to get to eat. So I just look for anything that's torn off in a way as it will not render. So we have a little bit there. Got a little bit here. The rest of that looks pretty good. Again, once you start going, you'll start getting addicted to cutting and trimming. So anything that you cut off, remember, you won't get to eat it. All right, so it looks pretty good. Again, this is just for how to get it done. And today, we're going to be using rib noxious, 2 gringos chupacabra, so let's get this shaken up. And then again, as a binder, we're either going to use, typically we use mustard or we use sriracha. And in this case, we're going to use sriracha. Try to shake that off camera. We use it as a binder. Again, that will help the seasonings adhere. All right. And just put a little bit on there. Again, get it down in there. And again, sometimes you can use this as a two-tone flavoring, where if you want to add something a little spicier to the backside, so as your bite goes through, you will get that second in there. But again, it's totally up to you. I'm just showing you a very quick and easy way, just getting some baby backs on for dinner or for whatever meal it is, to get it done. And again, whatever your seasonings are, you want to apply them very liberally over the meat. And make sure you get whatever binder you're using, whether it's Worcestershire sauce, apple juice, orange juice, whichever one you're using, mustard. Make sure that you get it in there. Sriracha adds a nice little heat, and especially once it gets cooked through, it also adds to the color. So again, on the top side, you want to just add a liberal coating of your favorite seasoning. We'll get into seasonings a little bit later. I actually think I'm going to make a video of how to create your own rubs. Oh, look at that. So I already got that mahogany color, and that mahogany color comes from that paprika. So we will let this sit out. We're going to let this sit for about 20 minutes, and then we're going to get it on the smoker. And we'll. Hey everybody. So we've got our baby backs. They're over there. Sweating out, getting tenderized, getting ready to go on the smoker. So we want to talk about how we're going to cook it today. Today we're going to go on the Masterbuilt 560. We're going to get it up to about 275. Now, just because I've done this several times, 275, it'll take me about 2 hours and 15 minutes to cook these the way that I want them to, and to get that nice tender bite. I know there's a lot of different methods. There's a 3-1-1, there's a 3-2-1. And I can talk about that in another video if you guys are unfamiliar with those. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the Masterbuilt up to 275, and we're going to let them go. I may spritz them or mop them a little bit, and then we're going to add a little bit of rib candy. My wife, if you guys never tried this, Peachy Peach Habanero is the rib candy we're going to use today. Also, they make a couple of different flavors. But this rib candy, we're going to add about 10 minutes before we are going to take it off, and it'll give it that sticky, moist flavor that we're looking for right before we wrap it and get it on there. So again, that's what we're looking about doing today. So let's get it on the smoker. As you can see, it's got nice, pretty bark on there. So we're going to get it spritzed down. Uh-oh, and it's my mic fell down. All right. And it's real, luckily. But anyway, so let's get that. Nope, and so we're having some sprayer malfunction here. So for those keen of eye, because I know that there are those that are out there, yes, we did have some sprayer malfunction with the nozzle, but we got it all fixed up. Grabbed another one. And she is looking real nice. All right, we're gonna get it closed up, and we will see you back for the results. Spare ribs today, we're just gonna talk about the baby back. So let's get this on here. See, that is how it's supposed to be. When you can just fold it over, that is a good sign right there. So So we'll get this out of the way. Now what we did is we didn't wrap it today. Again, it was raining outside and I didn't want to melt. So what we did is I let it go in about 10 minutes. So this took a completion time of about 2 hours. We spritzed with apple cider vinegar after 1 hour. And then on the second hour, about 10 minutes before we finished, I went out and added the rib candy over the top to allow it to start adhering, and it gave it a nice sticky layering to the sauce. It's not runny. You can see that it's adhered to both sides. It's nice and sticky on both sides. So you guys know I love my ribs, so let's go ahead and cut this in. When you want to cut ribs, if you aren't familiar with it, if you turn it over and you slice down through the meat in between the bones, it'll give you a great place to cut so that you know exactly where you're trying to go and you're not cutting up your meat in unnecessary ways. Wow. Okay, so let's take a look at that here. We can see a nice smoke ring through there. Got a lot of moisture. You can see it just bubbling up. It's really hot. You can see it. Man, that's hot. But you can see that. Ooh, man, that's good. You can see that we got a nice smoke ring up here on top. And again, today we just used some leftover post soak that was in there. A little bit of mesquite that I'm just burning out as we're gonna go through. And again, I wanna cut off a couple of these ribs here. My wife, who is looking very hungry at me, is we wanna make sure that we get, these are hers, so we wanna make sure we get these to her. And I mean, just look at that. I mean, it is just beautiful. Look at that thing. Every layer is just nice, moist. So we're just gonna go ahead and say our prayer. All right. Okay. You see the wonderful, sorry. You see the bite test? When you take a bite, all the meat stays right there. Man, you can taste that rib noxious from 2 gringos that we used on there. You get that peach habanero rib candy. This is right over the top of that. Oh man, hold on. I gotta go in for another one. Fall off the bone of my butt. This is the way you eat ribs. Oh man. Oh man, that's so good. Babe, I'm so sorry. Okay. Enjoy. Again, thank you for watching this video. Please click like and subscribe. We'll see you on the next Dal's Dishes. If you're new here, thank you guys for watching the video, and we hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye now. Okay, no, seriously, I'm gonna eat the rest of this one.